Hey, yo, what's decent? Yo, I got a set of matches against my friend RaqibMarvelous. Keep in mind that this is regular small gun doubles. This is not to be confused with VGC 2016. As you guys do notice that we're not yet having any kind of cover legendaries like Groudon and Kyogre. You know, this is like straight battle spot doubles. So he's gonna lead up with Weavile as well as the Gardevoir. I'm just gonna go ahead and respond with my Mega Lopunny as well as my Volibeon. He initially trained my friend Guard, which kind of put me in a little bit of a disarray because I wasn't sure if he was gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve that turn. I go for Sleep Powder knowing that Volibeon was actually faster, hence why I actually stayed in with Lopunny that turn, trying to fake out the Weavile in that sense. And then afterwards going for the Sleep Powder, I was actually convinced that Weavile may try to fake out the Volibeon there to try to do a double combo attack in order to take out both the Volibeon as well as the Lopunny. So I actually went ahead and faked out the Mega Gardevoir, but that's all null and void right now because they're both Pokemon are gone. These two Pokemon that I have out right now, currently being the Hitmontop as well as the Raichu, are inspired by the current VGC 2016 champion. What I thought that he would try to do was to target the Raichu because Raichu in particular has Endeavor. Not that he really knows that as of yet, but I do have Wide Guard on the Hitmontop, which is going to prevent him from using Hyper Voice. What I decided to do is go for the Encore so that I can Encore him onto the Hyper Voice so that I can keep going for the Wide Guard, and then that will be able to protect the party members that I have on my side of the team. Now, the downfall to that is that it's just going to be one-on-one. It's just going to be Raichu versus the Weavile, and in that sense, Raichu would lose because Weavile is faster. Now, I'm just going to retaliate and go for the close combat. Not that I'll have any chance of winning at this particular point of the game, but I actually am proud, comma, question mark, that I'm actually able to knock out the Pokemon in this particular game, but I am denied another kill as it goes for the Shadow Sneak. So he's just going to retaliate back with the Psychic just in case I went for the Hyper Voice in that particular turn, and he's able to take off game 1. So I have to bring it back if I have any chance of seeing the game 3. It's going to be tough because this time around he leads off with Weavile as well as SABLEYE. I respond with Aegislash, which is what I should have actually bought sooner, and my own Hitmontop. But what's scaring me is the fact that he has Will-O-Wisp, and he's just gonna go ahead and fake out the Volibeon. I thought that he might try to target that. Whoa, he went for the Will-O-Wisp to try to, you know, predict the other side, because I mean it's not like Hitmontop could do anything on the SABLEYE anyway, unless I do have like things like Foresight or something like that. I would have to have like Foresight and Magical and play like a little bit of mind games, but it's way too much for that. Way too much going on. You know, it's 4 Pokemon on the field, not like 2, not 1v1. It's 2v2. So I go for the Rage Powder as well as try to target the Weavile because Weavile is the biggest threat right out here. I decided to go out into Hitmontop because I know he's going to want to go ahead and target the Volibeon there with the Ice Shard. So I decided to go because I do have the eject button here and get off a nice little Intimidate. That was the point of me making that move. Now I can switch up my moves and bring out what I want to bring out in hindsight of the eject button activating on that particular turn. So he goes for the knockoff to break off a Aegislash's substitute, which is actually pretty good. I do happen to have Magical on my Mega Lopunny, so if he tries anything in any attempt to try to burn me with the Will-O-Wisp, with the Prankster, yeah, I got a nice little surprise for you, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and intimidate it again. I figured he might want to target on that side, especially since Aegislash poses a big threat onto the Mega SABLEYE, especially since he just found out that my Aegislash is specially oriented. He's gonna go for the Protect on the Weavile, thinking that I do have the High Jump Kick. I do not have High Jump Kick. I rather have Drain Punch, and I'm just gonna go for the Fake Out because I have inherited the Scrappy ability, so I'm actually able to hit the SABLEYE with the Fake Out, which is great. He switches out into Gardevoir. I don't really want to reveal that I have Magical as of yet. I do happen to have it, but I have to keep in mind that in case I do win this particular bout, I have to keep in mind that I want to have some sort of surprise factor still for him, and that's what a lot of players do. They don't really reveal everything as of yet. So he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp on the intended Pokemon, which was at that particular time the Mega Lopunny, and which is now my switched out Volibeon. Now I am actually faster than the Mega Gardevoir, but I'm pretty sure that he does have Protect. So instead of targeting it, and since I do have Hitmontop, or rather I did have Hitmontop on the field, I'm gonna go for the Powder on his side of the field, which is the SABLEYE in that sense, and I hope he goes to the Will-O-Wisp. And you actually are able to see on a Wi-Fi match a Powder activation that worked. Where else are you going to be able to see something like that? That is bananas. Who does that? And I actually thought that powder, being that it does take 25% of the total HP, would have actually been able to finish it off. But because the SABLEYE does have leftovers, it wasn't able to finish it off. But that's alright, because I do have to fake out. He decided to stay in for that particular turn. If he did not stay in for that particular turn, I would have been forced to have to reveal the fact that I do have Magical, which would have been sort of bad if I did happen to make it to game 3. So I do have Hit Will Top as well as the Aegislash. Aegislash is going to pose as my saving grace, as I am going to be able to go ahead and use Shadow Ball on the Mega Gardevoir. He goes for the Hidden Power Ground or Fire. I think that's Ground. I think Ground covers everything else, because you'll most likely be able to see like things like Heatran and stuff like that. So Mega Gardevoir's dual stabs don't really hit Heatran for super effective damage. So to cover things like Heatran and Steelix and stuff like that, you have to be packing Hidden Power Ground. So that's able to knock it out. I'm able to go for the feet, so I'll be able to knock out the Weavile before Weavile knocks out my Mega Aegislash. I wish that was a thing. Before Weavile was able to knock out my Aegislash, and I should have actually just went for the substitute here. I wasn't expecting Heat Wave at all. Wow. And that's Life Orb, so we'll go for the Close Combat. Close Combat's not being able to finish off, but that's alright too, because I do have Mega Lopunny, I have the Fake Out as well as the Feet, so he decides to go for the Protect. I can just go and break that and hit Blaziken with the Fake Out. And that'll be that. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, game 2. Now, we're hitting up to game 3. And he sends out SABLEYE as well as Gardevoir. Now, I'm thinking in my mind that I should have probably just sent out Mega Lopunny, and this is the perfect time in which I should have let out with Mega Lopunny and went for the Magic Coat, because I'm pretty sure that he would want to target my right hand side of the field if I had Mega Lopunny in the right hand corner. And then for me, I would just be able to fake out the Mega Gardevoir there with the Raichu, but I decide to do things a little bit differently because that's not the case scenario here. I'm just going to go for the Nuzzle. I was initially faster than the regular Gardevoir, which is why he went secondary as opposed to going first. But now he would have actually been able to outspeed my Raichu, but now he's paralyzed. I'm able to paralyze the SABLEYE here. I was about to say Mega SABLEYE again. I'm just going to go for the substitute because I think that the Gardevoir is actually going to go ahead and target the Raichu. SABLEYE gets fully paralyzed and he goes to the Hidden Power. So I guess that was a dual effort right there to take out my Aegislash. I don't think it would have because I don't have any attack IVs on the thing also, and plus SABLEYE doesn't really have the highest of attack stats. Now I think that it actually would have taken it out at this particular point. So he goes for the Foul Play, which is great. I think I'm just going to lock on the SABLEYE onto the Foul Play as opposed to going for the Will-O-Wisp, so that I don't really have to worry about the Will-O-Wisp there. So I'm just going to encore that. And then I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Hidden Power Ground, which is perfect. So I can just go ahead and encore the Mega Gardevoir into that. He shows me Foul Play. I completely underestimated that, which is alright because now I can just straight up go for a Drain Punch since I do have the Scrappy ability. And I don't have to worry about Mega SABLEYE burning. And why do I keep saying Mega SABLEYE? There's clearly a Mega Gardevoir there on the opposite side of the screen. So in comes Weavile, and I'm going to take this time to go for the Nuzzle on the Weavile, knowing that Weavile is not really going to go for a Dark type attack on a part fighting Pokemon that is faster than you. So I'm just going to take this time and go for the Flash Cannon on the Mega Gardevoir, knocking it out. I had a choice. It was either the Weavile or Mega Gardevoir there. So Mega Gardevoir, obviously, as you guys do know, was locked onto Hidden Power Ground. So either way, my Aegislash would have been killed. He does go for the Double Protect here, and that sucks because I'm like, crap. Now Blaziken is going to be faster than everybody. I just have an Annoyer, and he's going to go for the what is that called? The Heat Wave. Heat Wave misses the Mega Lopunny. Lopunny responds back with the Drain Punch, and that is great because now that Raichu didn't die, I'm able to go for the Nuzzle, and Nuzzle is going to ensure that Blaziken is slower than Mega Lopunny, and Lopunny is just going to exemplify all the frustration, the pent-up anger that has been feeling for countless centuries of not being picked in OU consistently and retaliate back. Oh, wait. The battle's over. Jesus Christ. Alright, wow. Great, so if you guys enjoyed that video, if you guys want to see more content like this in the future, please leave a sub. And I think I just messed up my order because I'm supposed to ask you guys to like my video before subbing. So you guys can also check out my buddy RaqibMarvelous. I should be plugging in my opponents more often, and yes, I will have a plug where you guys can check his channel out and sub to him. He's an awesome dude, man. I had the pleasure of meeting him like 2 years ago. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace. What you doing?